What's up, everybody? We're here live at Sun City Sci-Fi Con. We're gonna walk around, see if we can find somebody and interview them and be like, "What's up?" So come on and follow me. We'll see who we can find around here.
There's this war going on in this war. So the bad guys basically destroyed her hometown when she was white, and she was picked up as slaves on an airship. And when she was like 19, she escaped and went off to be mercy. I always get questions about my bunny because the bunny has a story. The bunny is Lila, and she's the only thing that my character has left of her childhood. And inside of it is the artifact that her parents were killed. The bad guys were trying to find it. Her parents had it and hid it in her toy, and then hid her before they got killed.
That's awesome. Cool, thanks. So what do you think about the convention so far? You come back next year?
Yeah. Well, if I'm still here, because I might get BCS with my husband's altered. But yeah, if I'm here, I'll be back with my group, and we're probably going to be vending again. I'll probably run the costume contest again if they want me to.
Awesome.
And but yeah, for first year con, it's not bad.
Cool. Awesome. I'm sorry. What's the name of your group?
The Coyotes First.
Oh, right, Coyotes First. Awesome.
What's up, guys? This is Big Rich, LC Game Night's Vice President right here, coming to you live from the Sci-Fi Convention, the first annual Sun City Sci-Fi. And I got a handful of volunteers right here. This is their first year. Guys, what do you guys think about the first convention?
It is amazing.
Awesome.
I'm having an epic win.
What are some of the highlights that you guys? What are some of the best things you guys did? Chewbacca.
Just chat.
David Yost, Blue Ranger.
There you go. See, that's what I'm waiting for too. That's what I'm looking forward to, guys.
I do.
Awesome. We need to get that picture in there, because especially when it's all like, I might be going, it's all like, no. So you guys coming back next year?
Of course.
Yeah? How was the volunteer process?
It was really fun. It's not hard at all.
No? It's good.
Got to meet some cool people.
Yeah.
Making new
Promise networking. Oh, that's cool, guys. Well, thank you guys for giving me a little bit of your time right now. I hope you guys have fun. Hope to see you guys here next year. Yeah, this is Big Rich reporting to you guys. Sun City Sci-Fi, first annual Sci-Fi convention of this magnitude. Check us out. Check them out on Facebook. LC Game Nights, Sun City Sci-Fi. This is Big Rich.
So we're here with Ian, one of the creators of Sun City Sci-Fi, and we wanted to talk to him about what it takes to run this kind of thing. And I know it's stressful and takes a toll on you, but give us your own opinion on that. How was it starting it out?
It was stressful. It was stressful. There's so many little things that go into a convention. That you really have to take into account. Like even just having a photo op ticket, or who's going to take the photo ops. What kind of background you're going to have. Where the actors are going to be. It's a lot of work, but it really pays off, because we've had a really good weekend, and it's just a great experience, as an organizer and a promoter of one of these conventions.
That's awesome. And did you feel like do you have a business degree on it, or did you just from experience, or is it like do you think there would need to be some kind of like class for it?
No, I've just been. I went to my first convention when I was 10, so I've been in the business for almost 12 years now, close to 12 years, and it's both as a memorabilia vendor, I sell autographs, and also as just a fan, a normal attendee, and I felt like those experiences, just being at so many conventions and being around them for pretty much my whole life, has helped me prepare for this one and set it up, and also just set it up in a way that would make it good for fans. We want to connect with the fans. We want to have a fan-friendly convention, a convention by fans for fans.
And what do you think was the biggest challenge as far as putting it all together? What did you think was the hardest thing to do?
The hardest thing to do is just doing the little things. Like I had said, making sure that you get your banners made, making sure that you get the posters made, your T-shirts. You got to make your schedules, and it's the little things. You're just making sure nothing falls through the cracks, because when that happens and there's problems, that can really mess you up.
So the three days that you chose, why that big of a broad scope? Like, why did you play it safe on like 1 day or 1.5 or something like that? You guys,
El Paso is, there's a lot of things. Like the military, they're busy Fridays and Saturdays, and a lot of them couldn't make it out. But there's been a lot more military here today on Sunday. So it's really, we wanted everyone to be able to come. We didn't want to do just a 1-day thing. Oh man, I have to work on Saturday, so I can't make it. Or I have my kid's softball game, I can't make it. We wanted to be able to give everyone the opportunity to come in here, have fun, see the vendors, meet the actors, get their autographs. So, it's nice to have a little bit longer convention. Other than doing just like a 1-day quick thing, the actors in and out, they don't really get to see the city. And we've been able to show them the city this weekend, and that's really good.
that's awesome. I'm glad you guys. That's amazing too. This is gonna really put the key. What do they call it? The keystone for future events. You guys were thinking about keeping it the same tradition for the next year and everything.
Definitely, we want to do Sun City Sci-Fi 2024 or 2025. We want to do it in 10 years, 15, 20 years. We want this thing to stay. We want it to stick, and we want to bring in bigger actors, more vendors, do it in a bigger location eventually. So, but right now we're starting here. We're starting small, and maybe in 10 years we'll be. We'll have tens of thousands of people show up. This year we learned. We learned what we did wrong, what we did right. We got feedback from our volunteers, our vendors, our guests, the agents, and most importantly our fans. And we know we did right. We know we did wrong. So now we can improve on that next year, and we can make it even a better experience for the fans.
It's the Southwest that we're trying to raise the roof. New York's got it, California's got it, but El Paso, the Four Corners, and El Paso in Texas, we're trying to.
There aren't a lot of conventions around here, so we really need more. Not just here, but in Las Cruces and Alamogordo and places like that.
Well, thank you so much, man, for being out here. I'm glad we were able to come on down and cover you guys, and it's a lot of fun from what I've seen out there. It's really awesome and well put together. And come on down next year. Check us out on our Facebook page, on our website, Las Cruces Game Nights TV, for future, so we can see this event grow even bigger and follow it from the root out to the big apple tree that it will be.
You can check us out on our Facebook, Sun City Sci-Fi, or suncitySciFi.com, and or we're even on Twitter too. So check us out.
Cool. Thanks a lot. See you guys later.
Hey guys, this is Big Rich coming to you live actually from El Paso. We're coming to you from the Sun City Sci-Fi Convention. I know it's one of the kind of off of our beaten path of video games, but we always want to support everything that's coming through the Southwest, El Paso, Las Cruces, and this is one of the things that I wanted to come out here and support definitely. Right now, we have one of the co-founders for Sun City Sci-Fi.
Janine Pullman.
Nice to meet you, Janine.
Nice to meet you too.
Now, as far as some of the questions I just had, how did you guys get started in this? How did this all come about for you guys?
Well, we have a substantial sci-fi memorabilia collection. So about 10 years ago, we decided, we're going to have our own business, and we're going to start going around and selling at the different conventions around the country. So that's how it got started, and my kids have been in it since they were coming up.
So they grew up in the business?
They grew up in the business, yes.
That's always good.
Love for the genre.
That's always great. So how did the convention, when did it go from being a vendor, going across the different conventions around to saying, we want to start our own convention? Where did that come about?
Well, that came last year. We had been thinking about it for a couple of years, And, but my son was off at college, and I didn't want to attend it myself. So he came back, and we decided we were going to go for it.
We're just gonna go.
We were going to do it, yeah.
Yeah, it's always, especially for us, like when we had our first convention, it was like 4 or 5 years ago, and we literally said, well, you know, we're just gonna throw it in there and see what happens. You know, and it's always hit or miss. You always want to make sure you got everything down. So, what was some of the steps you guys took as far as like getting it out there, saying, you know, this is because a lot of times we've seen a lot of conventions come through, comic book conventions, video games, and you know, we want to see something out of the ordinary. So, what steps did you guys take for the sci-fi? I mean, did you guys?
Well, since we're in the genre and have been for some time, you form relationships with.
See, that's the key. That's always
That's
the
right.
key.
You form relationships with agents and with the celebrities themselves, and you know, your reputation follows you. You're only as good as your reputation.
Yeah, and even what I've seen here, I've actually just came back from WonderCon over in Anaheim. A lot of these guys, I ran into them out there, so to see them coming from WonderCon to here, that says a lot to you guys' credibility.
Well, we wanted to do a sci-fi convention in El Paso because Gene Roddenberry, the creator of Star Trek, was born here. And if any city should have a sci-fi convention, it is El Paso.
That's one thing a lot of you guys, a lot of people from our sites and everything, you guys, one of the things you have to realize here, this is the heart of sci-fi because Gene Roddenberry was Star Trek, one of the pen writers for a long time. He started right here in Paso. So.
And we wanted to do a convention that would be first class, would be organized, and it would be a convention by fans, for fans.
So how did it come about as far as like the volunteers? Like did you guys like have a lot of people coming in and saying, I want in on this, it's really about time?
Well, we have a volunteer coordinator who lives in Phoenix, and we've known her for a long time. She's done other cons with us. And she agreed to be in charge of taking care of the volunteers, and we just asked for volunteers. They would send in their email, their information to us. They would email a volunteer out, and she made the schedules.
One last question I just have: how often are you going to be doing this annually?
Yes, we are.
Do this annually? Okay.
We will be here, not in Marriott, but we'll be in El Paso in April of next year.
Hopefully we see this growing and growing.
Yes, it will be. We want this to become a long-running tradition in El Paso.
Definitely.
We are in it for the long haul.
And that's what we're looking for always. And you guys we are going to be covering this every step of the way each year. We're going to kind of watch these guys grow, and at the same time we're going to watch everything that's growing in the Southwest. So please keep it on lock with us. Game Likes TV. I'm Big Rich, and I hope to see you guys here next year for the Sin City Sci-Fi.
Bye.